In this lesson, we want to cover transferring the photos that you've taken from your shoot using a card reader and transferring it to the computer. So I will go down to Finder in the lower left. When I go to Finder, if I look in the left column, I see devices. Mine came up as no name. In most cases, that's what it will do on the Mac. So I will select no name. DCIM is the folder in which the photos that I just shot live for the moment. So I'll double click. I will double click again, 100 Canon. I know that from experience, and you'll see that as you begin to work with your camera. So I'm going to double click 100 Canon, and now I see some thumbnails of the photos that I've taken. If you look at the top, within that folder window, you have different views. On the left are the thumbnails. If I click the next, I have a list of the files, which is helpful. If I want to change the order of the list, in other words, I want them organized by name, I would just click at name at the top. So now they're in order based on the name. That is helpful too. The other important thing to consider is looking at your shots by date. So if I select date, it will be in order based on the date and time. So sometimes if you're not good about keeping your card clean, that's a good way to, grab just the shots that you just did. I will insist that you clean your card and format your card after each shoot once you're sure you transferred the images. But if you violate that rule, a quick way around that is to look at your shots by date. The other thing you can do sometimes when you're shooting both video and photos at the same event and you might switch back and forth, you can also organize the files based on the kind of file they are. In other words, here are JPEGs, and if I scroll down lower, you would see the MOV files. If I click kind again, you'll see that the QuickTime movies come up first. I'm not interested in those for the moment, so I'll click kind again, and you see it just flips it to that. So right now all I've done is just look at what's on my card. Now I need to transfer it to my computer. I am going to work locally for now. So when I'm at the desktop, I'm in Finder, and I'm going to create a new folder. I will name the folder Basketball. I'm calling it Basketball because that's the shoot that I did, and I want to put all these shots in that folder. Okay, so I'm going to select all the shots that I need to bring over, which are basically all the shots from the shoot. I'm going to pretend I shot up to this 3650 since we don't need to bring over all 200 shots, but this will be good for our purposes. Whenever we do an assignment, of course, we would be transferring all the images over so that we can critique and see what went right and what went wrong and rate and such. So anyway, I'm going to hold down the Shift key, click, and now I have all the shots selected that I would like to put into this basketball folder. A lot of ways you can do it. I'm going to click, hold, and drag them over to the new folder. You see the plus sign there with a 30. And now all of those shots are being copied into the basketball folder I put on my hard drive. Once that's completed, I know, okay, I have my shots on the card still, and I have them in this basketball folder. So that's the quick way to transfer the images. In a moment, we'll be talking more about backing up these images to be sure that we have everything before we do go and reformat the card.